What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Truck Series here on Fox Sports 1. We're at Texas World Speedway for yet another plate-style race. Restrictor plate-less plate race. Although I do believe these trucks are slightly restricted around here. Oh my goodness, here we go again with the dropping frames. This is what happens when you leave your computer on for a day straight. Trying to simulate races. You start to get issues like this. Probably my thing overheating a little bit, but it is what it is. It'll be none other than Justin Marks and Johnny Benson on the front row yet again. You can count on these two to always just qualify on the front row. Whether it be Marks, Benson, Benson, Marks, it'll always be this starting lineup, or at least this top two. Behind them, it's the man who shall not be named in the 14 truck, and Stacy Compton in the 4. Rounding out the top 5 is the 5 of Mike Skinner. And then you see Val Wolf with a great qualifying run. She's starting P6, rounding out our top 6. So definitely, as I mentioned in the Talladega video, definitely big improvements being made with the Mac Motorsports camp, and a little more focus being put into that 36 truck as well, making sure she can get some better qualifying efforts. So, pace truck is in. We are about to begin from the world of Texas. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Texas World Speedway. Off the bat, you can already see some bump drafting there. It's the 23. Gets a great push off into turn 1 from the 4 of Stacy Compton. That's going to keep him alongside the 9 truck, his qualifying rival this season. And here comes Mike Skinner on the bottom, making it 3 wide. The top 3, well, the leaders of all 3 lanes here, all Toyotas. Nothing new there as Marks went up the block of 23, now comes back down in front of the 5, swashing up the racetrack a little bit, and here comes the 5 of Skinner with a huge push from Andy Lally. Lally's going to push him out in front. Here comes the 18 of Dennis Setzer behind them as well. And these trucks definitely being restricted, as you can see. Only going about 185 around here, so not reaching full potential for max speed, and that's probably a good thing because of that right there. Safety, it gets really tight off these corners, and you're gonna see wrecks like that with Rick Crawford getting turned sideways. Somebody just got jacked up back there. I think it was Donnie Leah. To the inside wall goes Johnny Benson off of turn number 4. Chad McCumbie's your race leader. Matt Crafton trying to find a way past. He's looking high, but he's not going to get there. McCumbie leads us back to the caution flag. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution. These guys are running in 3rd gear. These are super trimmed out. I know that's an IndyCar term, but they're running 3rd gear rather than 4th because of the new setup. And you can see the contact being made there. And oh, the 33 got hooked down into the 23, further pushing that 23 truck down into the wall. And watch Donnie Leah into the side of the 14 and just gets clobbered from behind by Dennis Setzer. Oh no, that's Timothy Peters in the 17 truck, excuse me. Those two paint schemes look exactly the same, barring the roof number, or just the numbers in general on those trucks. Anyway, we're about to get started again, so here we go. Green flag back in the air. And contact already. Through the middle goes Kyle Busch. I believe that was Kyle. Yeah, that is Kyle. Chad McCumbie continues to lead from Texas World. Look at the run the 5 truck has down low. Kyle Busch with big help from Jack Sprague is going to move to the middle and try to take the spot away from the 18 of Setzer, and he will. Mark Mitchell gets moved up out of the way by the 30 of Top Bodine. Can Bodine clear by the exit of turn 4? Looks like they'll be back down to 3 wide, but it'll be 4 wide behind them, and around they go. McCumbee is caught up in it. John Woods around the 20, the 63, the 29, the 18. Oh, Crafton collecting Leah and 14 of Crawford, and more trucks getting more damage here. Mike Skinner wins the race back to the caution. Ooh, you see it right there. Alright, let's get back into it. Green flag back in the air. Mike Skinner, the leader, but didn't get a great push or a great jump on the restart. Rather, that's going to go to the 59 to Ted Musgrave as the 30's right on his rear bumper. Now Val Wolf pulls back behind the 5 truck with a run, pushing him through 1 and 2, and he's going to clear high on the outside lane in front of the fellow Ford, or excuse me, fellow Toyota. Where did I get Ford from? Wait, is Skinner also a Bill Davis Racing truck? I'll have to look that up. Something tells me it is. Here comes Kyle Busch down low. 3 wide for the lead. Jack Sprague in the middle, or excuse me, Terry Cook in the middle. Kyle Busch on the inside. Val Wolf up high. Busch led that lap. And Busch has been running a majority of the truck schedule. He's just kind of been in the field for most of these races, but he's trying to get up here and win this one. Some midweek action. Trouble behind. They're wrecking yet again. Looks like we can't make it further than 2 laps. And the oh! Jack Smith in the 63 and Gary St. Amant with more hard contact, and up and over goes the 9. And they're wrecking again on the front stretch. JC Stout. Ted Musgrave. Upside down is Justin Marks, the dominant driver of the season, having probably his worst race of the season, as he's up on his roof. Chrissy Wallace is destroyed. That's going to probably be the end of her race. The 31 of Larry Foyt's destroyed. That'll be the end of his race. What happened here? Looks like just squeezing together yet again. More 4 wide gone wrong. And that's just a product of these straightaways narrowing out and wanting to get a good arc into these corners, as the track is not designed to be flat out. Believe it or not, with all this heavy banking, it's not designed to go flat out. So definitely a tricky spot to be in. As Jack Sprague and these guys came together. Justin Marks. 97 of Jeremiah Cook, and you saw Jason White in the 08 get hit hard there. Oh, and so did David Starr in the 11. 33 of Hornaday came in, and then they're wrecking again on the front stretch. Mark Mitchell, JC Stout. What happened here off turn 4? This is for the lead. Oh, no, it's not. It's behind the main pack, and Bodine just gets into Musgrave, sending him around across the nose of Mitchell, and Stout comes piling in to both trucks. Man, some hard hits further in the back. Field shortening out quite a bit. Only 22 trucks left on the racetrack. Still enough for a good race. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air yet again. How about the Venezuelan Valeria Wolf on the... Oh! going to stay on the inside. Restart at P5. Now in the middle looking for the lead. Not quite going to get there. Big push to the 60 of Terry Cook. Shoving him off turn number 4. And they're going to get a run off the corner. But it's blocked by the 10 of the 10 of Brendan Gaughan. Gaughan led that lap, but not by much, as here comes Mike Skinner in the middle lane to take the lead. And on the bottom, Brian Scott trying to make something work. It's not happening, at least not right now, as around goes the 40 as well as the 46. Landon Castle spun. Oh, and trouble. More contact as the 4 of Stacy Compton got spun there down the back straightaway. He also escapes without any extra contact. And let's see what happened. So Compton got spun separately from Chad Chaffin and Landon Castle, who just got turned on the backstretch. And Justin Hobgood down in the grass. Oh, he also made contact with the 40, sliding along through the grass. Bang! Makes significant contact with the 46 truck. They're going to keep it rolling. Are they still wrecking? They're still oh no! Chris Mack in the 73 who's trying to finish out the season, and a bunch more getting heavy damage here in turn 3. What happened here? Someone's upside down. Oh, the 8 back up the racetrack, and Mack was on his roof. Chris Mack turned over, did a barrel roll and kept going, and looks like somebody else might have got upside down as well. No, they didn't. But Chris Mack just got... Usually we've seen him in the past, back in his rookie and sophomore seasons, and even 05, kind of getting wrecks, and we've seen him turn over quite a bit. But now, seemingly developing a little more patience here in the series. And just a victim of circumstance right there. Just the wrong place, wrong time. Upside down, but keeps it rolling and keeps driving it in typical Chris Mack fashion. Doesn't let a flip stop him from driving that thing. It came down on all 4 wheels, and the wheels were pointed straight, so he just went ahead and took off. Well, probably not pointed straight, but the truck was pointed straight, so he went ahead and drove it. Very interesting turn of events there. It'll be 11 laps to go on the restart. The green flag waves yet again. We're back racing at Texas World Speedway, and a couple of slow trucks starting in front of the field. They're trying to pull up out of the way as quickly as they can. Here on the restart. Look at Val Wolf. No damage to that 36 truck. Just got held up after the contact with Stacy Compton, as she pulls up to the rear bumper, the rear tailgate, what's left of the rear tailgate of Jack Sprague's truck. She's going to try to give him a push off turn number 4. He's going to pull to the outside. Sprague definitely off the pace. The top 3, though, completely untouched. They're trying to fight for the lead, and Val Wolf trying to catch those guys, as well as the 30 of Top 09, who has a slight bit of damage, but not anything too significant. He's also trying to catch these guys. Okay, it might be kind of significant. Michael Annett trying to stay in the draft, as well as Landon Castle and Kyle Busch. Justin Hobgood is going to shut the door on a 40. He's desperate to get a push, but Chapin, I don't think, is looking forward to pushing that truck. Look at Val Wolf up to second. Now has a run for the lead as she gets underneath Mike Skinner. Skinner leads that lap with just a handful of laps to go. Val Wolf looking for her second, or rather, actually looking for her 3rd career win here in the trucks. Winless so far this season. Won 2 races in the inaugural season, driving that number 97 truck. Completely unsponsored 97 truck. Now looking to win a race here in the 36 machine, as the 97 has been treated more of like an all-star car between Chris Mack and Jeremiah Cook, but Cook seemingly has taken over that ride for the rest of this season. As the 73 became a new operation for Mack Motorsports, and Mack took over that truck. along with Ian Slager for the Canadian Tire race. So Val Wolf is going to be at the top of the charts, but Mike Skinner comes right back with another run. We've got a pack starting to form up a little bit here as well. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks in the main pack here trying to all fight for the win as Todd Bodine gets up behind the 5 truck, and now he's going to pull to the inside. The Onion looking for the race lead off turn number 4. Here comes Brian Scott in the middle, Kyle Busch down low, Eric Darnell following through. The 36 is going to fall back. She's going to pull up behind that 16 truck and actually pull to the inside, making it 3 wide. They're 4 wide off turn number 2 for the lead. Bodine backs out of it. Here comes Skinner up high with a run. But the 51 of Busch trying to shut the door, couldn't quite. Skinner gets to his outside. 6 trucks make that 7 as Chad Chapman has caught the pack and Val Wolf gets into the back of the 99 and a terrible crash in turns 3 and 4. Val barrel rolling down the banking here from Texas World, and the caution's going to wave yet again. Jack Sprague and Landon Castle led us back to the caution flag, and that was a violent crash up in turns 3 and 4. Goodness. We're going to bring out the red flag. I hope everyone's okay. Eric Darnell's truck completely destroyed at the rear end. The rear end of that truck's completely jacked up. Val Wolf got upside down, just like her teammate Chris Mack upside down earlier in this race. She gets upside down on her roof. And we're going to, before we look at what happened, we're going to make sure she's all right. Looks like safety crew's talking to her now. So that's good. They're communicating with her, and she's ready to climb out. There she goes. Thank goodness. So that means we can go ahead and look at it now. All right. Goodness gracious, that was violent. Looks like just a bad push into the back bumper of the 99 to get hooked, and oh my goodness. Violent wreck. Let's watch it again. It looks like she just got off-centered a little bit. I'm not sure if he was possibly thinking about making a move in the 99. Yeah, it looks like she tried to duck down to the inside. The 99 trying to block. Doesn't want to let her through. Can't let her through at this point in the race. There's no guaranteeing he'll get back up to the front. And they just get bumper locked. And man, a nasty tumble. And you can argue it was a bit late for her to make that move on the straightaway, but look, she's already off-center and already pulling to the bottom. The 99 truck doesn't look like it's going straight for the bottom of the racetrack. And she's trying to take advantage of that. Late in the race, as I said. And just really aggressive racing. Kyle Busch gets clipped in that. And you see it, she came up the racetrack across the nose of the 30 truck of Todd Bodine. She gets propped up on her roof, barrel rolls twice, goes hard into the safer barrier, upside down, launches up into the air. Height-wise, she's about even with the top of the catch fence, comes down on the nose, bounces hard off the tailgate of the 99 truck. Popped that 99's rear end up into the air as well. Poor Eric Darnell having a great run today and just gets caught up in this. Kyle Busch had a chance to win, got caught up in it as well. And that 36 truck just goes for a wild tumble off of turn number 4. It's been a while since I've seen something like that. It looks like Val Wolf just has terrible luck here at Texas World when it comes to keeping all 4 wheels on the ground, because she was involved in that bad crash at in this same area in 05, driving the 86 machine. Or was it 04? She got hooked, clipped in a wreck, and came up the racetrack, back end, got into the wall, rear end, climbed up onto the safer barrier, but this one was 10 times worse. She barrel rolls twice, bang, up into the safer barrier, just misses the catch fencing, but look at how high that truck got up in the air, and it just starts bouncing around. It's like a toy car. and then it bites right there and just goes for a nasty tumble. Man, that one was violent. I know that she's gonna feel that one for the next week or so. And that's not a good thing because we got a race this weekend. Not want this to happen on a Wednesday race, and man, that's exactly what happened. Happened on a Wednesday race, and just a really violent accident. Luckily, as I mentioned, everyone okay, as in just being able to walk away under their own power, but definitely something wild that I'm not going to say we've never seen before, but man, just the violence of that wreck. We don't see flips that violently that often. I mean, goodness. Went into the wall, nose first on her roof, and we're gonna slow it down and watch it one more time. Watch. First barrel roll. Second, bang. Into the safer barrier. Trucks piling into the wall. Now it's time to take some onboards here. And of course, we're going to start off with the wildest one as we're under red flag from Texas World. On board with Val Wolf. Man, that was wild. Of course, Valeria's okay. On board with Kyle Busch here. Let's see what he saw. Oh man, look at that. Wow. What a crazy thing to see out your windshield there. Now on board with Eric Darnell. 36 moving down. Yeah, looking to make that move. He tries to move down to block it. Or maybe just didn't know she was down there. The end result. Oh man. It's just a really bad wreck. And that took out the entire top 7 that had just worked their way back into contention. All 7 of them taken out in this, or not out, but involved in it. On board with Mike Skinner. Oh, man. Completely ripped the hood off of that 5 truck. That was how big the impact was. That was violent. A hard hit from Eric Darnell, and then a hard hit into the outside wall. And a hard hit again as the 30 piled in. Both 30th, top it on. Watch this. Propped her onto her roof, spins back around, and just sees her go for a vicious tumble. That was a wicked flip. On board with Michael Annett. He's back here minding his own business, just trying to stay in draft range in case something like this happens. Well, it happened. We saw debris absolutely shoot across the racetrack. It was almost like an explosion went off up against the outside safer barriers there as they all hit it at once. Man, look at that big cluster of trucks, and you see debris flying off. You see that 36. Oh my goodness. So we slow it down one more time. Super slow-mo this time. Watch this. Those trucks go sliding towards the wall. You see Val turning over right there. And she gets into that safer barrier and flies, man. See the debris flying across the racetrack. And then you see nothing but smoke and a bunch of trucks up against the outside wall. And then the 36 way up into the air. You could fit another entire truck under that 36 truck and they still wouldn't be touching. She would still clear it by at least a foot or 2, maybe even 3 feet, and then comes down on top of Eric Darnell as they go out of frame. Just wild stuff. Definitely not what you want to see out of your windshield. On board with Jack Sprague. Here we go. Oh man, imagine seeing that air mirror. And then you see the 40 with a run down on the apron, trying to get by him on the inside and fighting to the stripe. Sprague just hangs on, but he's got a ton of damage. So does that 46. Actually, all the trucks that are going to have a chance to fight for the win have some damage to him. Sean Lynch, I believe, has some engine damage. Because the bodywork seems mostly fine. I'm gonna have a quick restart here. Here we go. Alright now. It'll be a green-white checkers here from Texas World Speedway and a bunch of underdogs and Jack Sprague all have a chance to win. Landon Castle, Michael Annett, Terry Cook. It's hard to consider him an underdog. We see him fighting for the win, or fighting up front all the time, but he hasn't won yet. So that'll be interesting to see him in victory lane. Same with Jack Sprague. He's always fighting for these top spots, but I don't believe he's ever been able to get it done in a truck race. Pace truck is off. We're about to send him off yet again for hopefully the final time. It'll be a green-white checkers as the green flag waves. 2 laps to go from Texas World. Yeah, that 30 truck going nowhere at all back there. Heavy damage to top of the line. He's just trying to make these last couple of laps, and he's about getting spun. But he's just trying to make these last couple of laps and get out of here. And more contact being made. The 13 spins to the inside. So does the 53 of Justin Hobgood. Caution is going to come out, and race control has decided they're not going to extend the race. Just hearing it now, race is going to be official. White flag is waving. They're not extending it. No green-white checkers. Jack Sprague comes to the cautions, the caution flag, and the white flags together. He just needs to pace this thing around. Race control saying we've only got 10 trucks left on the track. 12 trucks, actually. And only 3 of those trucks were competitive. We've torn up a bunch of trucks already. There's no need to keep these guys here any longer. And I can totally understand. I 100% wholeheartedly agree with the decision from race control not to extend this race in a green-white checkers situation. Just no need for that. Shelby Howard gets spun along with the 53 of Justin Hobgood. Hobgood wasn't even on pace to stay in the pack, and the 60 of Terry Cook just got a bad bump from Howard, and he gets sent down into the grass, saves it. But it's still very unfortunate. The top 3 just kind of drove away. So yeah, only 6 competitive race trucks left on the track, and they about wrecked each other doing that. No need to tear up any extra sheet metal. So Jack Sprague, coming off of turn number 4 right now, Jack Sprague looks like he'll finally be victorious here in the MG Truck Series as the pace truck leads him down the front straightaway yet again for the final time here at Texas World. Jack Sprague is an MG Truck Series winner. And that's 2 races late in the season ending under caution. You hate to see it, but with this one at least it's understandable, as Jack Sprague, the winner. Look at his truck. He wasn't even in the lead draft. He wasn't fast enough to stay in the lead draft earlier. But because all of the top contenders got taken out in a violent accident, they decided to just call it here. And he ended up in the prime position to win, and was just able to hang on and hold off Landon Castle, the rookie, in an unsponsored all-white truck. That would have also been nice to see him win. But it's going to be Jack Sprague today. I hope you all enjoyed. Man, that was a crazy race. Luckily, everybody is okay, and they will be back for the next race. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. I hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.